What is up, everyone? Mike the Computer Guy once again. Let me just pop this down here. Pop this down here. Have you ever had a flash drive or a SD card or something that you had previously flashed with maybe an ISO or something, and it just doesn't want to format with the built-in Windows format tool, or it's showing, this is a 32 gig SD card, and say you plug it in and it only shows about 14 gigs available to use. Well, I'm going to show you how to use Windows command line Diskpart in order to get this recovered. So here we go. I'm going to plug it in to my USB port down here. And there's a problem with the drive. Of course there is, because this previously had Raspberry Pi on it. And as you can see, 509 megabytes available, and this should be a 32 gig flash drive. And then we have this other partition which has more of the Raspberry Pi previous image on it. So what we want to do is hit your Windows key and type in CMD, open command prompt, but run it as an administrator. We will click that. Yes. And then we want to type in Diskpart, which will open the partition manager for Windows. It does take a bit sometimes to finally open, as it has to read everything on the system in order to get things working, and I have some larger drives here, so bear with it for just a moment. And now it is open. So what we want to do to find the disk we are looking for is list disk. As you can see, that's one of my larger drives there, my 500 gig there, and 29 gigs. It sees the SD card as 29 gigs, whereas here the partitions are all messed up. So what we want to do in order to choose that is select disk 2, as it's the one we want. And now if we hit list disk again, you'll see it's got a star next to it. Disk 2 is chosen. So what we want to do is clean that disk. It says there's an error, but notice there's a change up here. And if I go to list disk again, it's still there. If I clean it again, it should clean properly this time. There it is. It is cleaning. Success. And now what we want to do in order to recover that is create partition primary. You can just type create part prim as create partition primary. That will create a partition on here. One moment, there it is, success. And now we want to format file system equals ntfs for Windows, and then we'll do it quick, as a quick part, as a quick format. So we will type that and hit enter. Format fs equals ntfs quick. It's showing you that it is 100% completed. As you can see up here, we now have 30 gigs to work with. That is my little SD card back in business and ready for files. So once again, I hope you learned something today. This is Mike the Computer Guy, and have a great day.